welcome back to the Pac 9 show. You already know how it goes, though. Well, I'm trying out that one. We'll find one that sticks. Maybe I gotta. Anyways, today
Stick
we're.
with us, gang.
Oh, God, they're all gonna leave. Anyways, we got the Packers technically hosting the Giants in London. The first ever London game with two teams with winning records. We have the Green Bay Packers hosting the New York Giants, who are 3-1 surprisingly, and do also have some hope this year. Saquon Barkley leading the league in rushing, and the rest of that team is actually. There seems like there's kind of been a culture change. The defense is playing a little bit better than usual. What are you thinking about this game?
I think that it's a little tighter than people give it credit for. And, when it's on the road in London, anything can happen. You can end up with a crazy high scoring game with the Vikings and the Saints, right? Uh, so I don't think it's like an upper and shut case, but I do think that the Packers have a lot of steam on their side right now, and just we're a better overall team in general. Let's be real. The three wins that the Giants had this season were against the Titans, the Panthers, and the Bears. Not exactly three powerhouse teams.
Ooh.
And then they lost to Dallas when Dallas didn't have Ezekiel Elliott. Daniel Jones has not thrown for more than 200 yards in a game yet this season. And in two of the games, Sterling Shepard was the leading reception. He was leading in yards for those games, and now he's on IR. Right, so they don't even have their top receiver anymore. I think that I'm pretty confident in this, but I was pretty confident last week, and we ended up having to go all the way to overtime for it.
And the Giants have a great run game. How do you expect the Packers do against this run game? Because Saquon's actually looking pretty nasty this year.
Yeah, our run game is always our rush defense historically has just not been very strong. But I think that this year at least we're a little bit stronger just because the quality of our defense is pretty high. But if they can attack our linebackers, Quay Walker and DeAndre Campbell, and just kind of keep them in check, then Saquon Barkley can definitely break away for a couple long runs for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And then on the
He's just
opposite,
a beast. He in two of these games he's rushed for 164 yards and 146 yards.
yeah,
That's a lot of yards.
yeah. That's that old school, that one running back style. Like he's just carrying the
Right.
team almost in a sense. Daniel Jones, he could step. If he could step up, I feel like they have a chance. Uh, Aaron
Mm-hmm.
Rodgers and the receivers aren't clicking as well as they could. I feel like they will eventually, but right now the Giants could take advantage of this opportunity and hopefully try to get an early lead against the Packers.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna mention that Daniel Jones and Tyrod Taylor are both questionable, although they look like they'll probably play. But
Mm.
honestly, who even cares? Literally last week we talked all about how Brian Hoyer was going to suck, and then he went out halfway through the first quarter, and then their rookie QB comes in and then throws 24 points on us. So who knows?
Right. Yeah. This year, honestly, in the NFL has been pretty unpredictable so far. Hopefully, the London aspect may help or hurt you guys.
Mhm.
We'll see how that ends up playing out. Right now, if I'm looking at the line, we have the Packers at -8. And actually, at least on my end, it just went down to -7.5.
Hmm.
Like, actually,
Yeah, we
just
are
right
recording this
now.
on Wednesday.
Yeah, like literally just right now. That's crazy. So let's go with. You want to go with? Let's go with -7.5.
Sure. I
So
mean, I
that
think
that
that
does kind of make it a little interesting.
I think that's going to be interesting. I think it's really hard to predict, particularly because it's in London, and I feel like it will feel like a home game for us though, because across the pond, Green Bay actually has like a pretty big fan base.
Mm.
So we'll see how it goes. See how many cheeseheads we see in the audience. But I am going to say final score: Green Bay 24, Giants. I know it's a weird score, but I'm going to give them 15.
Okay. I'm gonna say Giants lose, but they do cover the spread. I'm gonna say Green Bay wins it 27-24. That'll be my prediction. Thank you.
27-24.
Yeah. So we'll.
Just like last week. In overtime, we're going to have to just run the clock out.
Oh man!
Give
Yeah,
the London fans something to really root for.
give them their money's worth. More football.
Yeah.
Well, that'll do it. Thank you guys for sticking around to the Pac 9. We'll see you next time.